Spider's Web, and we're going to go back a little bit in our last couple of unboxing videos. We had cards and I was a bit reluctant to open them. I found some more Ziploc bags. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go down and have a look at the decks of cards that we find in our trusty old games of Dungeon Saga. So let's get down to the table, get some of these cards cracked open and see what they are. Okay, so we're starting off with this one. What have I done with my knife? There we are. Okay, let's have a look. This is from the base game. This is the main deck that we use in that. Okay, so we have different cards. So we have ability cards. Okay, we have spell cards. There we go. We have item cards. Oops. And we have a few Overlord cards as well. So let's have a look at some of the ability cards first. And this is Frenzy 3. Each time the hero is the attacker in a fight, he may roll up to 3 dice that fail to beat the defender's armour. So that's what the 3 in brackets is for. Frenzy 1, that will do almost the same but only reroll 1 die. Sure Shot 2, each time the hero shoots, he may reroll up to 2 dice that fail to beat the defender's armour. Sure Shot 1, exactly the same but with 1 die. We have a Magister. If the hero decides to cast a minor spell, then they may cast 3 different spells in a single turn rather than 2. We have a Magus. If the hero decides to cast a major spell, then he may cast 2 different spells in a single turn rather than 1. We have Tough at the end of each round. Roll a dice. On the roll of a 6, the hero can remove 1 wound counter from his hero card, and Tough again. So they were the ability cards, and then we have the spell cards. I'm not going to go through these in any great detail because we have a few decks to go through. We have, I think, 3 other decks as well, so I want to go through the decks in this video. So let's get on with it, shall we? So we have Brisk Work. This is a short range minor necromancy spell. We have Shield, which is a caster. So this is for the range. It says caster on it, and this activates only on the person who casts it, and it's a minor petty magic spell. This is a short range major petty magic spell, Steel Skin. Then we have a short range minor petty magic spell called Corrode. And I'm not going to go through, as I say, I'm not going to go through them all. I'm just going to have a quick look at a few of them. As you can see with the images there are different ones that can be used. So these logos will fit in with the type of spell it is. So this is a major sorcery spell, that's a major necromancy spell, and there we are. So that's that. The other spell cards. Now let's have a quick look at the item deck. We have a healing potion. Plenty of those. We have a haste potion. You can immediately make another move. Normal movement rules apply. A battle potion. Hero gets +2 dice to the next fight attack to a maximum of 6. Runic Breastplate. A hero counts every adjacent square as part of their front arc. That's handy. Spider Silk Armour for the elf only. You get a +1 shield for defense. Dunstan's Amulet of Protection. The wearer cannot suffer a wound because of shooting or spells. Forge Breaker. Again, I'm not going to go through these in any great detail. It's just a look at what they are. Going back to the Power Crystal, Energy Crystals now, we've seen these before, but now we have a Power 2 Crystal which is in blue. The difference is between the Power 2 and the Power 1, the hero rolls 2 additional dice when casting a spell that uses dice, and the crystal may also be used to recharge a spell rotating it 90 degrees clockwise, or to cast a spell of any level higher than the caster zone. That's handy. And then we have Power 3, and the hero rolls 3 additional dice when casting a spell that uses dice, and it can do the same with the recharging of a spell. So there we are for the items there. And finally we have the Overlord cards. And we start off 1 interrupt. The Overlord may give 1 command in between 2 heroes' turns. 2 interrupts. The Overlord can give 2 commands in between 2 hero turns. Dance Macabre. All minions may move 1 square as long as they do not need to break away to do so. They will fight as normal if they move into a position to do so. This is in addition to each model's move and action for the turn. Kill him. Choose a hero. All minions that can fight that hero without moving will immediately do so. Note that this is fight only, not shoot or cast spells. And this is in addition to each model's move and action for the turn. We have Delay. The minions have fought well and have delayed the heroes. Draw an extra command card from your deck. Oh, I'm sorry, I cannot really read these. I've not got my reading glasses on. We have Graves of Our Ancestors. Curse them all. And you are in my power. Okay, so they're the cards for the main deck. Or the main, sorry, not the main deck, for the base game. I'm going to put these in one of these bags. Ooh. And we'll then get out the decks from the expansions. So that goes on there. And now we go into the Kickstarter. What was it? The Kickstarter exclusive box. And we take out the 3 decks that are in here. Okay, now remember that the 3 decks are in here for I believe that is the order. The Warlord of Gala here is the Orcs. Infernal Crypts is the Abyssal, the Forces of the Abyss, and the Tyrant of Helper is obviously the Dragon. So let's put those to one side and we'll focus on the Warlord of Gala here for this unwrapping. I don't want to call it an unboxing because there's no boxes involved. And what do we have here? Oh, we have 2 more Mantic Points. That's nice. I'm going to put those to one side, I think. I have 2 that are in the base box. Sorry, I have 4 that are in the base box. So I'll put those. I have 6 there. And in this deck we have ability cards. We have Uncharted Dungeon cards. We have Invisible Overlord cards. And we have Location cards. We have Item cards. We have Spell cards. And we have Overlord cards, and I'm going to start off with the Overlord cards this time because these are the ones in my hand. So we have Irrepressible. Some Orklings arrive to see what all the noise is about. We have a Sneaky Interrupt. The Overlord may give one command in between 2 hero turns. We have another Sneaky Interrupt. Oi, you. Oops. A single Orc Morax or Great Axe model may immediately make a normal move, provided it ends adjacent to an enemy model. The Orc cannot start his action in an enemy's front arc. We have Get Stuck In. We have another Get Stuck In, and we have The Lad's Done Good. The minions have fought well and have delayed the heroes. Draw an extra command card for your deck. From your deck, sorry. I'll stand over here. All friendly Goblin Warrior and Goblin Spitter models that are not in an enemy front arc may immediately move up to 2 squares. They may not move closer to any visible enemy model. And we have Curious. If a closed door on the board leads from the current playing area into an area containing a Goblin Warrior or Goblin Spitter, then it may be opened by the Overlord. Simply remove the door and place the tiles and model it reveals as usual. There are the Overlord cards. What can we do next? Item cards while they're here. We have Sky Darkener, which is a bow. We have Lethal Blade Venom. We have Lightning Blades. And we have More Beast Treats. Got the ability cards now. We start off with Tough. We've seen that one before. Stalwart. Each time this model is defending, he may reroll 1 die that fails to beat his own armour. Stalwart again. We have Nimble. We have Relentless. And we have Slam. Next, let us have a look at spells. We have Root. Coat of Thorns, Omniscience, Protection, Tornado, Camouflage, Tremor, Elemental Fury, and Geyser. I don't want to go into in too much detail. And then we have location cards. Stone Circle. You get to roll a dice and see what happens. We have an Impoverished Poet. And we have a Fletcher. If it's Norman Stanley, you never know. And now we have, let's have a look at the Invisible Overlord cards. I think these are part of the AI deck. I may be wrong. Randomly choose 1 Orc model that has a hero in its front arc. That Orc immediately makes an additional fight attack. This does not count as its turn. Randomly choose 1 Orc model. Again, same again. Immediately place 1 Goblin Warrior model anywhere on the board that is out of sight of all heroes. And again. Immediately place 1 Goblin Warrior and 1 More Beast model anywhere on the board out of sight of all heroes. And 1 Goblin Spitter and 1 More Beast model. So, there we are. I think these ones are drawn at random. So I've got an idea that they are part of the AI deck for solo play. And then we have Uncharted Dungeon. Let's have a look at what we have here. Interesting. Doesn't say anything, but I suppose there must be, or there will be rules somewhere along the line for how these are used. It looks incredibly weird, but I suppose there must be some logical reasoning behind this set. So that's the Warlord of Galahir set. And I know which ones they are because there's talk of orcs and goblins and stuff, which there wouldn't be in the other expansion sets. But what I will do is I'll just pop that in. In fact, no, I'm keeping those mantic points separate, aren't I? Because there is the what do we call it? It's the alternative figure for the Mortibris character, which is going to be made available for the mantic points. So I'm going to be keeping an eye out for that coming available and sending off for it. Okay, so this is the Infernal Crypts deck, and again we get 2 mantic points. And what do we have in here? We have Uncharted Dungeon cards again, we have more ability cards, we have more Invisible Overlord cards, we have more location cards, more item cards, more spell cards, lots of spell cards, and Overlord cards. Let's do these again while we're here in my hand. Drip, drip, drip. And drip, drip, drip again. A steady flow. Bubble up. And again. Rising tide. Overcome. In their element. And stifling blast. So the writing on these unfortunately is quite small, so I can't really read clearly what it's saying because of my lack of reading glasses. I forgot to dig them up before I decided to do this video, so you're going to have to make do with just skimming through, but at least you're getting a look at what's on the cards. Okay, so these are the spell cards, and we have Push, Cancel Magic, Tornado again, Steady Recovery, Healing, Transfusion, Fiery Touch, Confusion, I know that feeling well, Burning Arrow, Invisible Wings, Downdraft, Blessed Light, and Back to the Pit. They are the spell cards. Let's have a look at the item cards. And we have Firewalking Potion, Firewalking Potion again, and again, and again. Essence of Firewalking Potion, and again, Flaming Armour, Efreet Powder, and Seafoam Armour. I like the fact that there's some of these armours that only certain characters can use. Interesting. Let's not do the location, let's do the abilities first. And the abilities are Nimble, Relentless, Stalwart, and Stalwart again. And now let's do location. We have a Sisterhood Chapel, Strange Smelling Apothecary, and a Dodgy Geezer. And now we'll have the Invisible Overlord cards. These at the bottom will either tell you whether yes or no as to whether it's an interrupt card. as you can see. So I would imagine playing these, you'd have a turn, you'd draw one of these cards if you're playing a solo adventure. It's an interesting thought. And there we have our, what was it? Uncharted Dungeon cards. With the nice pretty pictures. Not sure what the symbols are on the bottom, but so we'll learn more about that later. So as I say, that is the Infernal Crypts deck. Again, we'll pop these into the bags. And we'll go ahead and open up the Tyrant of Halpi cards. There we go. And I'll bet there's some mantic points on the back of this. Let's think. Oh look, there is. Oh dear, right. And again, we have ability cards, we have Uncharted Dungeon cards, we have, what else, Invisible Overlord cards, we have location cards, we have item cards, we have song cards, interestingly enough, we have spell cards. We have Tyrant Attack cards, and we have Overlord cards. So let's have a look at these first. We have Create Thrall, and again, create 2 Thralls, Enthrall, Enthrall again, Enthrall again, Shamble, Dark Shadows, and Obedience. There we go. Now let's have a look at the Tyrant Attack cards. There's only 3 of these. There we go. We have Bite, Swipe, and Breathe Fire. Now, song cards, we have the Paladin's Daughter. Render models do not suffer the injured modifier for the rest of the round. Note that this does not actually heal wounds, it merely ignores the penalty. And we have a Halfling's Lament. Render models have +1 movement for the rest of this round. There we go. Let's have a look at the spells. We have Steady Recovery, Transfusion, we've seen that one before, Tornado, we've seen that one before, Protection, I think we've seen that before, Slippery When Wet, oh dear God, Bon Jovi's in this game. We have Tortured Steps, Stone Shield, Peace, Aura of Harmony, Healing, we've seen that one before, and Holy Might. Let's have a look at ability cards. We have Nimble, Hammer Time, we have Stalwart 1 and Slam. Now we'll have a look at the item cards. A Piece of Coal, Dragon Bones, Tyrant's Armour, Talisman of Mist, Bindings of the Insane, an Augur Marl, Blazing Shield, a Power 4 Energy Crystal. The hero rolls 4 additional dice when casting spell that use dice. It still allows you to move it 90 degrees clockwise once after casting a spell. And we have 2 Power 4 crystals. Now let's have a look at locations. We have Delver's Anonymous, we have the Armourer, and we have a Venerable Scribe. And now we have a look at the Invisible Overlord deck. Immediately place 1 Ancient Thrall model anywhere on the board that is out of sight of all heroes. Same again, but with an Armoured Thrall. If the dragon is on the board, it breathes fire. This does not count as its turn. Same again. Immediately place 2 Thrall models anywhere on the board that is out of sight of all heroes. And immediately place 1 Thrall model anywhere on the board. Blah blah blah. There we go. And finally, Uncharted Dungeon. There we go. So that's these are the deck cards that we have opened up so far. We still have another 2 boxes to go, and we'll be opening those in the next video. But for now, once I put these away, we will be ending this video. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Quick look at these cards. So I didn't realise they had these bags, so they come in handy. What I think I will do in a bit is cut these out 2, 4, 6, 10 points. I'll cut these out and pop them onto one of the mounted point cards, and hope the new Mortibris model comes available very soon. But that's it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, we'll be opening another one of the boxes that we got to see what's inside. Until then, take care, God bless, and bye for now.